For over 40 years, Peter Megaw's focus has been Mexico. Strong conviction, patience, and persistence helped him prove that a region mined since the 1500s still had more to offer.
My fundamental approach to exploration is to recognize that if you keep doing what people have been doing in exploration before you, you're not going to find anything, because if that worked, they would have found something.
The human rock interface, he's one of the best guys in the business. I mean, he looks at the rocks and he hears them tell a story. He's able to take that as well, translate that into the support that you need to take the projects to the next level.
Peter says he knew the first day he saw the Juanicipio property in 1995 that they should be walking on top of a major high-grade vein. He was right.
We have Juanicipio and Valdecañas as two very significant discoveries. We have 3 others at least on the Cinco de Mayo project that I mentioned earlier. So the proof is in the pudding at the end of the day.
The property is owned by Mag Silver, a company co-founded by Peter, Mike Jones, and Frank Hallam. Dan McInnes was later hired as CEO.
The remarkable thing about the Juanicipio discovery is we actually hit on the first hole. We identified a structure that we thought had a good chance of containing mineralization, and it did. Our first hole was 2 meters of 730 grams silver, almost 12 grams of gold.
The original find provided proof of concept. It drew the attention of neighboring Fresnillo PLC, who have been mining in the district for over 150 years. A joint venture was formed which led to even bigger discoveries.
We thought we had reached the bottom of that. And about 2 years ago, we said we just need to put in 4 more holes underneath this to make sure that we've actually reached the bottom. And the vein went from 7 to 25 meters wide, and the grade, which had been diminishing, went way back up again.
There has been over 800 million ounces discovered since the Juanicipio deposit was found.
The cash flow that this will generate in its first 6 years is phenomenal, and the IRR is again off charts. So it's a company maker.
As with most geologists, Peter shares the credit with those who he worked with to bring the project to fruition, from the people on the ground in Mexico to the company management and board of directors.
At this point in time, the project is being developed through a construction of a ramp, and now begins another year or so of development in the footwall of the vein, ultimately leading to production.
In the meantime, Peter and his team will keep exploring.
There's every reason to believe that this district could get a lot bigger than it already is, both within the Valdecañas Juanicipio property area and on Fresnillo's adjoining property. So stay tuned for further major discoveries in the Fresnillo District.